Hi guys, welcome. Last time we created a flat file connection in Iics, but today we're going to look at how to create a SQL Server connection in Iics. It's so super easy. Before creating a SQL Server in Iics, these are some of the details that we're going to be making use of. The connection name, the type of connection, description, runtime environment, host name, database name, schema name, and code page. Alright guys, let's dive into this and see how we can create a SQL Server connection in Iics. Once you've logged into your Iics account, click on Administrator. It's opening. You can see the interface. The next thing to do is to check if your runtime environment is up and running. All the services are up and running. Let's quickly go to Connection. Go to your top right hand and click New Connection. Alright, it said connection name. Now let's give it a name. We can just say SQL Server Connect. Did I spell it correctly? SQL Server Connect. Okay, it's fine. We write something like creating a SQL Server connection. Okay, the next one is type. Let's click on select. Which connection are we trying to create here? SQL Server connection. Alright, I've clicked it. If you look at the other part here, you can see some of the guidelines that we have to look at when also creating a SQL Server connection. Alright, let's go to our runtime environment. Click it. The version doesn't matter. You can choose to select any version. It will still work. Let me just go with 2016. Authentication mode, we can choose to make use of SQL Server authentication, but if you don't have a password, you can decide to go with Windows authentication. But I have my password. Let's go with SQL Server authentication. The next one here is your username. This is where we have to make use of our SQL Server database. Let's quickly open our database. Alright, our database is opening. Okay, it has opened. You can see my login details. The username is SA. Let's quickly put that down. SA. Then you input your password. I've done mine. Our host, we're going to make use of localhost. The port, as you can see, we have a default port number 1433. If you check our guidelines here, you'll see the default port number 1433. Let's leave it as default because when you make any changes here, it will affect the connection. The next thing we need to do, database name. Let's check our database name. Let's connect our database first. Let's check the database. You can see these are all the databases we have here. Let's go with CDI. Okay, our schema. If you check the tables, you will see some of the default schema. Our schema here is DBO, and these are some of the tables. Let's go with our schema DBO. Okay, code page, we have a default MS Windows Latin, but if you want to go with UTF-8, it's still fine, but let's leave it as default. Alright, we've been able to input all the details needed here. The next thing we need to do now is to test our connection to know if it's going to be successful. Let's test the connection. Oh, the connection is successful. Now go to your top right hand and save it. It has saved successfully. Go back to your connections. As you can see, this is a connection we've created. You can choose to edit it if you want to. you want to duplicate your connection, you can do that. If you want to show dependencies, we'll talk about it. If you are not okay with your connection, you want to delete it, fine, you can still delete it. And your change permission, we'll still talk about this. Alright guys, this is how we create a SQL Server connection in Iics. Thanks for watching.